Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. So today I have my winter fragrance recommendations for you and I am just going to get straight into it. By the way, I will have a lot of winter fragrance recommendations up on TikTok. I've got lots of autumn recommendations up on there, so be sure to be following me over there and on Instagram if you're not already, and let's get into it. As always, I'll link all of these fragrances in the description box for you so you can find them really easily. I'm going to start off with a new obsession of mine which I've mentioned over on Instagram and on TikTok. It is 20 Bourbon Brulee. This is the new fragrance from Leda and it is incredible. It's a gorgeous, boozy, sweet, caramelly, woody fragrance with just a hint of smokiness, just a hint. It's got a whiskey note, like I said, it's got caramel, it's sweet but it's not overly sweet, it's got a creaminess to it, it's got a gorgeous tonka note which really comes through. If you're a fan of tonka in your fragrances, you need to try this. It really does have that gorgeous creaminess, and then when it dries down it gets a bit powdery, and like I said, this has got a woody feel to it and it is just absolutely delectable. It's very, very cozy and sophisticated at the same time. You could wear this any time of day or night in like the cool weather. I love it. It's elevated, but it's approachable. I mentioned on TikTok and Instagram that I thought this smelled like a woman who does ski season every year, like a really chic, sophisticated woman who does ski season every year. You know, she gets a whole new wardrobe for each season. That is really the vibe that I get from this fragrance. It's giving log cabin. It's giving getting cozy by the fireside, and I just absolutely adore it. A fragrance that I've been wearing a lot is Iris Shot, and I've actually been layering it over the top of this fragrance as well. It's incredible for layering but also for wearing on its own. It is Iris Shot by Olfactive Studio, and this is such a stunning iris fragrance. Iris is one of my favorite notes in perfumery and it just smells so sophisticated and elevated and chic, and sometimes iris, it has this sort of powdery vibe, but sometimes it has a sort of suede-like feeling, and it does in this fragrance, and I love it. It's got a buttery, smooth feel. It's blended with almond, so you get this gorgeous, powdery iris and almond combination. It's got that nuttiness, but it's got a slight warmth from some cardamom as well. This is so chic. I absolutely adore it. I do actually have a discount code with Olfactive Studio, a 15% off one, which is really good. I will just list it in the description box below along with all of my other discount codes for you. I think I have discount codes for a couple of fragrances that I'm going to mention in this video. Next, I have another absolute new obsession, and it is Sogno in Rosso from Valentino. This is from their new Anatomy of Dreams collection, which is their haute couture collection, and I was lucky enough to work with Valentino on the launch of this collection, which was just an absolute dream, and this is just my favourite evening fragrance at the moment. It's a gorgeous, warm, sort of, how do I describe this? It's warm, it's powdery, it's slightly musky, it's got a floral tone, it's got a deep vanilla, there's black pepper in here, it's got Italian milk foam accord, so it does have this creaminess, but you know what? I think it's orange blossom that's listed in the notes, but if you told me that there was iris in this fragrance, I would believe you. I'm convinced that there's iris in this and that it's just not listed, because I get this sort of lipsticky, powdery feel in this fragrance and I just absolutely love it. This is so chic, so sophisticated and so seductive. I absolutely adore it. If you want a winter date night scent, this would be so perfect. So Commodity have launched their Editions collection. They've got some really cool concepts for this collection and they've got some really cool things coming up, and part of the collection is their archive. So they're bringing back fragrances from their archive, one of which is Wool, which is such a gorgeous aromatic vanilla fragrance. It sort of starts out fresh and then it gets like warm and cozy as it dries down. In the opening you get this vanilla, but it's not very sweet. You get a lot of lavender, which gives it that aromatic feel. There's a grapefruit note which adds that freshness, and there's some vetiver. It's very woody. Then when it dries down, you almost get this sort of ambery feel. It becomes warmer on the skin, it becomes sweeter, and I would say that this fragrance leans masculine, especially in the opening. It does become more unisex as it dries down, so you'd have to be into your more masculine scents, but I absolutely love it, and I'm so happy that Commodity have brought back some fragrances from their archives because they've just got some incredible fragrances, and I love the new packaging. I just think this is stunning. This collection is exclusive to their New York flagship store, but it is available on the website. You can use my discount code on the website. You guys know, Kate10. Like I said, it'll be linked down below. Guys, this next fragrance, like I've mentioned this before, I love it. It is Amore Cafe from Mancera. This is an affogato in a bottle. It's vanilla bean ice cream with a shot of espresso. The coffee is not too strong though. It's just gorgeous. It's got this creaminess. It's got a sort of caramelly feel to it. It is an absolute beast mode fragrance. Like a couple of sprays is going to fill up a room. It's going to last all day, all night. And I just love it. It's so cozy, but it's got this sort of sophisticated vibe to it still. It doesn't just smell like, it's very sweet, but it doesn't smell juvenile in the slightest. It is absolutely gorgeous. Next I have Mystic Bliss. This is the new fragrance from Goldfield and Banks, and I love this. This is what I would wear as my signature scent if I was like a yoga teacher or a shaman. I find this so soothing and so calming. I was sent this in PR and they named a star after me. Like, how sweet is that? That is the loveliest thing ever. This fragrance is a gorgeous, woody, aromatic, slightly fruity fragrance. So it's got a lovely blend of creamy sandalwood, there's cedarwood and vetiver, so a lot of woodiness. It's got clary sage, which adds this aromatic feel. It has fig and cassis, which add that fruity vibe, and it's just stunning. I really love this. This is completely unisex. I'm gonna say I think it leans ever so slightly masculine, so again, you would have to like your more masculine leaning scent, but I just think it's gorgeous. It's impossible for me to wear this and not just feel calm and relaxed. This also has a mint note as well, which adds to that aromatic freshness with the clary sage. It is just stunning. Next I have Ambre Supermassive from Les Eaux Primordiales. You guys know how much I've been loving Ambre Superfluid. This is basically an enhanced version of that scent. So you've got the same cinnamon, rum, honey that the original has and the apple note, but this has an amplified vanilla and tobacco note. It's also a bit more fruity. There's pineapple and peach in here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's very much similar to the original, but it has a sort of sweeter overall vibe. It's a bit more fruity. This just smells like the festive season in a bottle, and I love it. Next I have Mon Tiramisu from Chabot. This is a gorgeous, light, airy, ethereal tiramisu fragrance. So you get the coffee vibe, but it's not overly coffee-ish. You get this sort of whipped, creamy texture throughout the entire fragrance, and you get a slight like powdered chocolatey feel. It's like a tiramisu, but just very like light and airy, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is also incredible as a layering scent. I love it so much. Next I have Toi 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 Extrait from Orme. Toi 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 means good luck in German. It's a phrase that is used by dancers before a performance, and this is inspired by an evening performance at the opera. This to me is a woody, boozy scent, but there are no boozy notes listed. There's sandalwood, cedarwood, vetiver in here. You have a little bit of ginger in the top. There's some leather. There's some patchouli. It's absolutely stunning. There's a slight fruitiness, but only a slight bit. And I don't know why, but I just get the feeling of being in a really sophisticated bar when I wear this. It just smells like you're in a really sophisticated bar, maybe like a cigar lounge, but there is no sort of cigar vibe to this fragrance, maybe like a whiskey lounge or something. It's got this booziness to it and a dark woody feel, and it's just absolutely stunning. The way this is blended is gorgeous. I am in love with it. It is so sophisticated and so refined. Like I said, I'll link all of these fragrances in the description box for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if there are any winter fragrances that I need to check out. I'm always on the lookout for new ones. Give the video a cheeky little thumbs up as always if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.